Territory Control was one of the game modes that was packaged in with TF2 at release. However, it soon fell into obscurity with only one official map. Tonight we wanted to dive into the small but relatively interesting world of Territory Control custom maps with our good friend of the channel, Lister. Hope you enjoy.
Let's just jump straight into what we thought about Meridian by Schmitz from 2009.
Oh dear.
Bad.
Lister, why don't you start us off?
Okay, so I think the maker of this map thought, Territory Control as a game mode is a bit flawed. Wait, what if we merged it with another flawed game mode, and thus this map was born. The addition of capture the flag mechanics, where you only have to cap once, definitely makes the experience way worse, because at least on Hydro with the points, there's a bit of a climactic moment where like you're pushing through, your entire team's there, they all need to stand on the point, and then the defenders are like flinging themselves on, so it's like, oh, are we gonna cap it, are we gonna cap it? But then capture the flag, it's always just the anticlimactic, oh, single scout got the flag, don't know where he is, and then 20 seconds later, oh, there's the end of the round.
Even when you do get that sort of climactic battle for the flag, then there's the whole thing, okay, well I picked it up now, the entire enemy team is dead, and now you just do the really boring, slow, uninterrupted walk back to your flag just to cap it, and it's like, okay, it's over. You know, it's just really anticlimactic all around.
The walk back only feels really good on a map like Two Fort, where it's a truly impenetrable defense. You spent 30 minutes, so it's a victory lap of walking by your teammates, yep, we got it. It actually works for Two Fort.
And even then, you can die on the walk back.
Yeah, that too.
Because the flag is set so far back behind their spawn that the whole point is getting it out of there. Meanwhile, here, the flag is always kind of in front of your spawn, so it's not, there's no battle about it. It's just whichever team kills the first one, just sort of gets to take the flag and go home in next map.
Also, the arrows on these, on this map is really confusing.
Oh yeah.
I don't...
in post, try and find one of the arrows that's literally pointing at the ground. I think that's the most egregious one.
There's a couple that just straight up don't make any sense. It's kind of due to just the style and look of the map. There's areas like this where you have the rocks and then an arrow pointing directly at the wall. And it's because the bit with this map, I guess this cool little spy tech bit, is that some of these rocks just open like they're doors. But when you're looking at it like that, it just does not look like it's going to be a way to go.
Very confusing. I will say, while we're talking about the aesthetic, I do really like the aesthetic of this map. I really love the deserted island, spy tech base in the heart of it. I love the rickety bridges. I don't love, is this the one? This is the one with the robot, right?
Yeah.
I don't love the big robot in the middle, because I thought that was going to be a really cool set piece, but it just does nothing. And there's a little staircase leading up to the base of the statue, and if you walk up to the staircase, there's just an arrow telling you to go back. To just yeah, no, you aren't supposed to interact with the robot in any way. He's just there, and it's just really lame.
You know, you start off entering a room and you fight around it at its feet, and then you have to climb up a bit, but it never plays that way at all.
Could have been what's the map? Nutcracker? The recent Christmas map? Because that one you're always all over the big robot. I felt it was going to be like that.
There's a lot of areas that look cool in concept, like the submarine in the red base, but it's just another weird, cramped, somewhat underground area that has the flag right next to red spawn.
Shit sucks.
I also didn't like the quote-unquote final areas where you just kind of have to defend your flag. It just turned into an OG reference if anyone's gonna catch Warpath, if anyone's playing Warpath. It's kind of like that. It's just kind of a corridor where a bunch of dying is happening and not much else. I didn't like it. For me, this map is an F tier. No, actually, I'm gonna put this in D tier simply for the aesthetics alone.
I do like the aesthetics. It's honestly, you gotta remember, this is from 2009.
So it's hella impressive.
For how fast this was made, this is pretty cool. Some of the other maps took way longer to make.
Also, why were there no references to Lost? That's what I want to know.
True.
Where was the bunker? Where was John Locke?
Was that 2009?
It was around then, yeah. The show ended in 2010 or 2012 around there. So F tier for that, and only that.
All right, so next up we have Atlantic. This map is one that sort of takes place in this little mining operation with a bunch of mine shafts, some other rickety structures, and basically this one also sucks. I don't like it.
I kind of disagree with that because I really like this one. It has a lot of issues, like a lot of areas are still kind of remained flat. Outside of like the blue side and the first areas with like the red point that's like in the, in the pit, and the blue point by the little house with the like awesome treadmill that sends you into the fucking bone crusher. I think the rest of the map is a little unpolished.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan personally of this one. Like, yeah, that shot right there does not look appealing.
Like the big flat mines with no cover.
No, I do not yearn for the mines.
The mine is like way too flat and big.
Somehow we had no problem capping it. Somehow.
It just feels like the creator gave up at this point because the rest of the map like at least has some kind of verticality and detailing to it, whereas that point is just like, yeah, it's just a flat plane, just put the control point in the corner, it's fine. There's one point where like you can cap it sort of behind a wall. It's the first time I've seen that where like you have like perfect cover against the enemy team. You can just kind of stand in one corner and like the sentries can't get you and stuff like that, and it's just kind of, it's just odd.
I mean, I think that's good though, just so that a single wrangled sentry does not dominate everything. Like the defending team still has to be on their toes a little bit. I think that's a good touch of having the wall jut out a little bit like that.
Yeah, I can see that. It's just like the kind of thing that am I like going crazy? I've just never seen anything like this before.
I feel like I've seen some things like that. Like not really purposeful, but there's like props you can like stand behind or something. This feels like it would play better on like a 32 player server because there's just like so many little pathways to spill out.
Absolutely.
Oh, this on 100 players.
Ooh.
There's a couple areas that like look interesting, but like again, my main issue with most of it is that like it's just flat plains with nothing in it.
It's a very nothing map. I feel like this is very forgettable. Also, big complaint in this specific spawn. At most of the points, you're gonna think you're in setup because you're gonna come up to one of the gates. It's not gonna open. Then you come to the second gate. It doesn't open again. So you're like, okay, so I guess they don't open yet. But no, you're actually supposed to check the third gate, which actually opens. It's like, what were they thinking? It's just like,
Who thought of this?
Oh, know what this map needed? I just realized it didn't have the hydro arrows. That's the problem, right?
that would have fixed everything.
I actually don't think it had them. I don't remember them.
That's a necessary component of territory control.
And if they were there, they were not pointing at the right places.
That would have fixed everything. That would have fixed my life.
Yeah, that would have brought it to an S. No, it would have brought it to an A for arrows.
Exactly.
For a map that's from 2008, I think this is like pretty impressive. I want to give it a B.
I'll let you have that B. If it were up to me, it'd be all the way down in D. But let's have it be a B for B. Lister does not rank.
Yeah, I don't get to.
There's no opinions on the matter.
I mean, we could, have a tiebreaker, but no, fuck me, I guess. I'm just here to look pretty. I say, let's give it a C. Just cut it down the middle, because that's where I would have put it.
You know what? I agree with that.
Fuck, my perfect B. It's gone. Next up is Strata.
And this one is a banger. Taking place in an excavation site / museum. Strata is, I think, one of the best, if not the best, territory control maps I've ever played. Ain't that right?
Honestly, yeah, I think this is my favorite. I think this one easily sweeps the whole competition.
I don't know what they did differently from like standard like hydro rules. It's kind of just hydro but shaken up, I guess. It's less vertical than hydro, which maybe helped it. I don't know. What do you think, Lister?
Well, if you're asking me, and you are, then I would say it's because it's good. And by that, I of course mean, I don't know. And I'm trying to think of an answer. I was hoping I'd have the answer by the end of that sentence. I genuinely don't know, because I was saying while we were playing it, I was like, it's crazy how well this plays, even though they really didn't reinvent the wheel. It feels like they hit a really good balance where the points don't feel too impossible to reach, but it's also not so free that a single scout can slip by and instant cap. I don't know. I think maybe if I had to guess, because on Hydro, the chokes are really choky, like they last for a long time, but here, like as you're flying through, there's like chokes still, but they lead to like these big open areas. So it's like a good pacemaker where it's like it slows down at the choke, but then as soon as one team breaks through, then like all hell breaks loose unless like it's chaotic. Whereas with Hydra, with just like a drool of like push through this part of the choke, then gotta push through the next part of the choke.
It's true. Also, you always have a lot of choices on how to tackle the objective, but like it never feels like you're lost. You know, it always feels like you know where you can go. And another thing I noticed is all of the control points have like multiple, like they're a little secluded, but they always have like multiple like access points. So even if like a control point is surrounded by walls, there's multiple ways to sort of tackle it. I remember spies sneaking right on by behind like the control points really easily, and I think that made it a lot more fun. The control point has a little bit of that like wall protection. Redneck rapper. Okay, well y'all just keep recording. I'm just gonna take this call.
You gotta change that ringtone. There's something about the openness of the control points especially that makes this work. My little crackpot theory on like what makes this map work better is also just like the amounts of ways and paths that you can take to go to the other point. Because I feel like in the previous maps there's always like a billion of them, like a billion random points open that are not anywhere near each other. Like it'll be a door that's straight ahead of where you come out of spawn, and then the actual optimal route is a tiny little door that is like 30 meters away. But in this map, it just kind of feels like every path is a real proper TF2 map, if that makes any sense.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, like it feels logical.
It's very well balanced in that way. Meanwhile, like the previous ones were just kind of like, okay, well now this door over there in the corner opens, but also the big one that looks like it's the obvious path, but it actually takes you through a much longer route.
I think another thing too, it felt like the points capped slower here than on Hydro. Like I felt we actually had time to react to like them slipping behind us and like fall back to stop them just in time. There's always that, like it's always just barely right before they capped, we got onto the point and stopped them.
I felt like there was no like scout back caps either.
Yeah, because of that, I think you had just enough time.
There were a couple. There were a couple, but they were very last minute, they were a bit of a pub push.
Yeah, it was after like a good long skirmish when just like people get sloppy and they're just trying to like rush to the other team's point. So that makes sense. It's not like it happens at like the start of the round, which often happens with like Hydro, and especially for the other two that we already ranked. I did also want to add, Azelle reminded me, something I wanted to say about the last two maps with their like massive labyrinthian layout that really hurts the game mode as a whole, because by far the worst experience for territory control is when there's no cohesion at all. Everyone just kind of like spills out randomly and then the round just ends and like you didn't fight a single person, and then the scoreboard says like, here are the top players, and it's like, this guy got 3 points, this guy top kill streak of 2, because it's just over instantly.
This map didn't have that because everything feels like so cohesive and it flows really well. Like even the choke points are like little canyons, which I feel like work better than the chokes in Hydro. Yeah, I think this is just really good.
I think the lack of verticality is a big one, because Hydra tried to like mash it all together and have like paths overlapping like one on top of the other. So you're right, like that led to so many of like the long chokes. It's just like that massive valley that they were forced to have to connect all the 4 points, whereas this, it doesn't even bother, so that allows them to like space it out much more.
I was almost never confused on where to go, which says like so much about this game mode as a whole. Like that is hella impressive.
The one part I'm a bit sad about is that we didn't get to see the blue side of the map very much. We had a very very blue-sided fight into red base. On the more red side of the map, you get a lot more like dinosaur fossils, which are all a bit unfinished and still dev textures. It's a bit sad this map was never, I guess, properly finished. If you go to the blue side of the map, you start to see more sea creature fossils.
Yeah, at the start of the round, when they have like the chalkboard map layout, the red final base is like a dinosaur skull, and then the blue final base is like a shell fossil.
And the final bit of blue is you get in this big base here, and they're supposed to have like a sort of like, what is the name of this dinosaur? I don't even know it. A bunch of coral.
Liopleurodon.
Oh shit, you actually know that?
From Charlie the Unicorn. They're like, look, Charlie, it's a
yeah.
Liopleurodon.
Charlie the Unicorn actually works as educational content.
It's educational.
Yeah, I think we all agreed that this one is an S.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The first map to actually make PC work.
Like I want this in the base game. That's how good it is. I want this for like the summer update. Hopefully the guy that made this is still like kicking it around. Like maybe he could finish it because it looks like it's almost done.
I really hope this gets finished.
Like what is even left to finish other than like the
Just like the decorations, I guess.
yeah.
I mean, it's from 2015, so there's still hope.
That's 11 years ago.
That is 11 years ago.
There's
could
hope.
be
It's only a decade
At
ago.
least it's not 2008. At least it's not 2008.
That is a TF2 fan like
That's
thing.
the
Like,
most TF2 brain thing ever.
oh yeah, 2015 wasn't that long ago.
Here's how this map can still get in. Finally, to the demand of no one,
Last and least,
we have Spectre. I don't even really understand what it's like the whole theme is supposed to be. I guess we're like on some kind of like naval base on an island somewhere. I really have no idea. I don't know.
weren't you asking Lister what the plot of this map was?
No, that was the fossil one. See, the problem is with the fossil one, I enjoyed the map, so I wanted to learn further about it. This one, I just shrugged your shoulders and said, yeah, I don't fucking care.
It's just a very bland concrete and metal area, which kind of sucks because like there's these outside areas are so close to being something.
But they were nothing. This map very much confuses me because, first of all, visually, it's very bland and boring. Second of all, it like does nothing cool with itself. It's almost like pessimistic design. It's like, okay, well, I have this one open area. I guess I have 2 tunnels leading into it. That's it. This map says nothing. It suggests nothing. This map is made purely to spark anger and rage in my heart because I just can't think of a single nice thing to say about it.
This is like AI generated TF2 map.
This map does something that I really don't like. It hides doors from the player actively. I was playing in spectator here for like a bit because I was confused to what the point of this area even is. Like it just makes you loop in a circle. In reality, if you clip out of the map, you'll see that this like window disappears, which means that it's a funk door. Instead of like letting the player know, hey, this area will open later, so this is the point of this room, which even then, like, they should just close it off like here instead. They just like make you believe that this room has no purpose whatsoever, so like when you actually have to come in here later on, it doesn't register with you that like this area actually has a door in it. I hate it. There's so many bad decisions being made.
Yeah, no, this one definitely. I think while playing this map, I literally said I don't think I like TF2 anymore.
This map made you depressed.
Exactly. So it is that bad.
It's just so small. There's like precisely one team fight, and then 99% of the time it's over.
It's small and you still get lost somehow. Like how this is engineered to just be as horrible as possible.
The final blue point on here is looks like a nightmare, and I really wanted to fight on it. Look at these displacements on the ground.
Oh my god.
This has to like trigger some phobia in somebody like this ground.
I really wish we managed to like push into this part of the map, but I'm also glad we didn't have to suffer through this.
So yeah, this is super F tier. We hate it. Thank you for playing. Goodbye.
Any redeeming qualities we can find in this at all?
Okay, I have a challenge for you, Lister. Name one good thing about this map.
It ended. It had an ending, so we could stop the suffering. That one bit of mercy, it was something that ended. Unlike something like Two Fort, where it's like if you don't like Two Fort and you find yourself on Two Fort, you're fucked. You're not going anywhere, buddy. This at least ends.
Do we have a conclusion to draw from this? Did we learn anything? Is there any sort of lesson we can impart on the future of humanity with these territory control maps?
That territory control is very hard to make work.
But it is possible.
It is possible.
They did it once and never again. But
They did it once, but it's like curing cancer. They like kill you if you like get too close to finishing the cure.
I mean, unironically, yes. That seems to be the main takeaway. It's like, unless you strike that absolute perfect balance, it will play like shit. Like, even Hydro, I would say, is more close to, like, the good balance, but they just couldn't quite figure it out. And I think it's because, like we said, talking about the fossil map, they, from the start, committed to this, like, more vertical valley approach, and that really screwed them in the end. That seems to be the main difference with the fossil map that allows it to succeed.
Do you think that maybe any of these would fit better in a different game mode somehow? Like, if they were, like, tweaked for the, like, TF2C domination, maybe, like, a 4 team or something.
I mean, this could be fun as a 4 team if all the points are open. I would play that for this map, because then all like the labyrinthian paths have more of a purpose. Because in 4 team, the whole point is no one cares about the objective. It's just classic run around, spill out everywhere, like an old school 32 player community server would. Like, have you guys played Pall Mall? Have you heard of that? That map's peak. That's like one of my favorite.
Pall Mall's the map that has all the like cigarette advertisements, right?
Yeah, it's in like a mall, and there's like posters everywhere and like shops, and it's massive.
Because that one actually is a brain fuck for me. But like on a full server, it is very fun.
Yeah.
So that was territory control, and, you know, maybe some things are forgotten for a reason. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you next time. Peace!